Let's run it. We're running it. We're here. What's up? How we doing? 7 people. Amazing. Let's run up those likes. How we doing? Is my collar looking right? Popped in here last minute. What's up, Jocko? Guys, I'm liking the markets, guys. Honestly, yesterday should have been a bag. Yesterday should have been a bag. Jocko, did you see what happened yesterday on DAX? DAX ran, guys. You guys know my original bias was actually no, okay. So price did actually end up selling off. So you would have ended up losing. But after that, our overall bias of price pushing higher did end up running. UK 100, you guys know price ran initially, but oh my God, look, it just continued to run. You guys know we were out at break even. A lot of people were able to capitalize gladly, gladly. But guys, price fucking ran here. Absolutely ran. Beautiful trade. But looking into today, we're going to go into it. Let's let some people get in here and then we'll kind of go into it just so I don't have to keep repeating myself. But I'm liking it. I'm liking it. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. We'll see. Kind of getting a mixed bias, which I usually don't like, but I'm not necessarily opposed to. Right? Jocko. What are you thinking? Tell me what you're thinking, Jocko. Guys, I wish I could play music. It bugs me. Mixed today, it is a little mixed. I like UK 100 a bit more. I've seen better. DAX did look good. Again, we swept lows. I anticipated price to run up into these highs. They don't necessarily have to come into these highs. Let's go into the breakdown. There's a couple more people in here. DAX, again, buys could look good, especially if you get that bullish push. But my only fear is, again, we're not necessarily sitting at highs or all-time highs, but my fear is price coming up, running this high, and then coming down, facilitating this a pullback of some sort. Right, that's my fear. It doesn't necessarily have to happen. Again, price could just continue to run, and if that's the case, but again, depending on where your stops are, you have to see if it's worth it. Again, you'd have to move to 101. I mean, I would personally move to break even as soon as price took that high if we do end up getting in buys. But going over to UK100, I like sells. And again, the reason I like sells, one is we're sitting at all-time highs. Looking at these previous 4-hour candles, massive top wicks, beautiful, showing me that price could be looking to facilitate this bullish leg that we created. So coming down to hourly, the same thing. We're looking honestly amazing. I just hope price doesn't break beforehand because then we'll probably miss out on this. And it looks like that's the case. I'm not going to enter. It's way too early to enter. You guys know sometimes I enter a little bit early, but in this case, it's way too early. If we have to watch a trade go because it happens pre-London Open, so be it. Again, it just goes to show our overall bias on where I thought price should go played out, and that's really all that matters. It just gives me a little bit more confidence going into the later weeks into the year or the rest of the week, right? But let's see what happens. We could get a rejection, which would be nice, create or kind of show that price is holding at that area. And then if we got that break during open, I would shoot there, of course. And the reason I would shoot is because if we go to higher time frames, again, I do think price could end up facilitating this pullback. It just looks good. The one thing that doesn't look good is, again, yes, we do have Tokyo or Asia high still open, which is a pretty strong area of liquidity. But just looking at price, again, we came into this POI, filled this gap, respected it perfectly, and that's another reason why I'm anticipating sells. Even though we've already taken liquidity, I do think price is bound to possibly facilitate a pullback. Again, I know our biggest thing is looking for previous session liquidity, and that's what we could be doing on DAX. Again, we're looking at opposite bias, which in most times I don't like to see. What happens? What's good, Edgar? Call me Luca. Call me big bro. Start calling me big bro, guys. Like when you see me, or like when I'm on live with Luca, like, what's up, big bro Nicks? What's up, big bro? I referred to Luca as little bro, alright? Alright? Y'all better. Trusting you. But again, guys, sales look really good. I just don't think I'm gonna enter now. And I do think price we could have a smaller stop here. My one fear is, again, this gap here. But I do think price shouldn't necessarily come this high. Again, I talked about moving stops, and in this case, I'm comfortable moving stops because we made that structural high that I talked about, where we came up, made a structural high before coming down, rather than us just coming down and moving our stop. We're now having it at a decent high. What's up, Ahmad? I'm great, bro. I'm alive. I woke up today. I'm great. I can't complain, bro. Can't complain. I was just in the jacuzzi, chilling, sitting back, drinking a little bit, waiting for stream. Gonna go back in there. Rest of the night just chilling. Have limit set. I got limit set, guys, right now on GJ on these buys. I mean, sorry, not these buys, these sells. I was originally talking about these buys, but the reason I didn't like them, I don't trade lower time frames. And again, prices starting to range, which I don't like that. But not in that, but I did talk about my community if they want to take it. I just like higher time frames. So waiting for these sells. Again, I like the overall higher time frame bias of possibly us seeing that facilitation of this overall higher time frame pullback. Same thing Euro USD. Again, we're in this bearish internal range. One thing I don't like on Euro USD though is, again, we're ranging down here, showing that we're continuously like sweeping lows, which I don't like, but I'm willing to kind of play this out long term just because I have very good confidence that price should come down a little bit more, right? So see what happens there. But again, I think DAX is out the picture, guys. Like, even if buys were to take place, and again, if buys take place and price just fucking runs and I have to watch it happen, I'm fine with that. Again, I can just get data and I'll come back next week with that in mind. Not necessarily saying I'm going to jump the gun to make the switch and jump on these trades. But again, if my entry was more down here, then it'd be a little bit more worth it. But we're so close to these highs that, again, price could come with so much volume. We hit this area and then just dump. And if we're not at break even in time, we're taking unnecessary losses. And it's just not good. I hope I see price pull back now. If price pulled back, filled this in, and we open bearish, I'm shooting 100,000%. GBP USD, let's peep it, man. I don't trade GBP USD a lot, but it's similar to Euro USD. And what are you in right now? I'm gonna sell. Okay. Price is definitely bearish. That's one thing. Price is definitely bearish. Here's one thing though. Here's one thing I don't like about sells personally. Is we've already broke new lows, basically meaning we made a new low. After price break structure, a pullback is bound to happen at some point. It doesn't have to happen now. It could happen in an hour, 2 hours, tomorrow, the end of the week, next week, in a year. It's going to happen at some point. But most times, especially when we're dealing with the hourly in this case, we're probably going to see it soon, especially when we're getting signs already on the lower time frames that internal structure is shifting bullish. And what I mean by that is you can see price was previously running bearish, and then you just start seeing price now shifting structure and showing signs of bullish, again, momentum, where again, I could see price possibly reacting off of this area of demand and coming into some type of premium pricing within this hourly leg. Again, if I were just mark up the fib, it just kind of gives me an idea where price should come. We have a massive gap here too for price to fill, so price could end up coming into a deeper pullback, which again, we could see. We could see. NQ, let's peep NQ. Here's the thing with NQ, guys, is like, I'm not necessarily a fan of trading it during London, and I say that and I don't necessarily have experience trading it during London, but I'm just know it more for during New York. And what I'll say is, if you're trading it for New York, wait for London session to play out. If you're trading it now, what I could say is price is in between Tokyo range. If we came up and swept highs and then had a bearish reaction at open, I could see price possibly falling off just to manipulate those lows, especially being we are looking pretty bullish, which again, that could mean price could continue to run. There's nothing saying that it can't. But in my eyes, I think if price were to react bearish after taking sell side liquidity, price is bound to take some form of liquidity on buy side, which would be either this low or Asia lows. Okay. Get it? Beautiful. Let's just hope. I really want, and I know you guys are saying, why do I want price to come up? Again, if price came up, filled this tiny gap, that would just give me so much more confidence when it came to entering once price did react bearish at the open, if that was the case. If it reacted bullish, honestly, I'm fine sitting out of it. Why? Because I don't really have a good area to enter in off of. Yes, this area is fine, but at that point, stops would be fucking tremendously massive, which again would still be a 1-to-1. But I do like sells overall. I think price is bound to continue. So yes, we could see that bullish push. We're overall bullish, granted. Yes. But again, that's why it comes down to the reaction. That's why it comes down to what happens at London Open. What is that opening candle doing? What is that candle after the opening candle doing? We're showing volume to the downside. Okay, we're going to shoot because we have a good bearish bias, right? What's up, Chew? Any hookah today? Nah, bro, no hookah today. Nah, sadly. Hookah's alright. The first time I went Luca, we got a shit ass flavor. Luca liked it, of course. Nasty ass. But my bad. But again, guys, I have buys marked up, but I'm not necessarily taking them on DAX. I'll watch them. We'll see what happens. I think I'm just going to stick to UK 100. But again, everything could change. And that's happened before where price shows something completely different. Like, let's say price does react bullish and, okay, I do like it and I'm willing to shoot just to catch that initial push with volume, go to break even at highs and see if price runs from there. But again, doesn't have to happen. We'll see. But again, you guys know what happened yesterday too. Where UK 100 10 seconds before London Open had in a massive move, entered us in pre-market, which again we typically don't do, but sometimes we do. And yes, it didn't necessarily go bad. It could have. It didn't necessarily go bad, but it didn't necessarily go good. Again, we got out of break even, which we had to follow our rules. It's part of the game. It's trading, but that price did end up just absolutely just skyrocketing from there for a 1-8. You know. On one of my accounts, I can't say I was able to capitalize a little bit, but that's just because I was focusing on the account flip. I gotta pee. Once we get in trade, and I'm gonna run, we'll see. So what you guys do today though? Y'all do anything interesting? I may end up putting stops here. Just that's if price doesn't fill this gap here. If price opened and filled this gap and then top wicked and came down, then I can quickly move stops accordingly. But as I think I'm just gonna leave them here at the highs. Even though we could move them down, and again, if data shows, like if price does end up respecting that area, again, just data going forward. Okay, I could have had smaller stops. I'm fine with it though. But let's just see. Ultimately, I think if price did fill this gap, I could just move them down real quick. I still got a minute. Oh. I do have limits set, so if price did sell off pre-market, guys, I don't think I'm gonna get in this one, even if it does run a direction. Yeah, we'll see. That's why I kind of wanted price to continue bullish for a little bit, just so we're not playing so close to our entry point. Don't sell pre. Don't. No. I'm not in, guys. I'm not in. All right, I'm in. Fuck it. Let's shoot. We're shooting, guys. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. There's 101 right there. We'll shoot. We'll shoot. Let's just hope this candle doesn't fake us out. It could be a possibility, guys. Could be a big possibility. Again, take this with your own risk. You should be risking appropriately. I still have strong confidence in this trade overall, just because we are at all-time highs. Again, these previous candles just looking like it should flip. Again, these previous 4-hour candles are looking beautiful with those top wicks. And now we're just looking for price to come fill this gap, truly. I hope that's not good. Again, we could get fucked over, and I'm fine with that. Yesterday was fine. You guys made money. I was at break even. I can't be mad at that. Stops are here. We'll shoot. DAX is selling again. Possibility. One thing is too, we could see price end up, and this is why I wanted to see this gap filled. We could see price push up, fill this gap real quick, and come back down, or price could just take this liquidity and run. That could be a big possibility, right? And that's where I'm really gonna risk it here. Again, we're second day of the week. You guys got to understand one thing is, especially like if you have your own system and you're coming here with your own system, like let's say if you wanted to buy, if price goes up and I'm selling and now that's making you not want to buy, don't let that happen. Again, the worst thing you can do is not follow your setup and not execute when it's your setup, and then the price runs in your direction and it wins, right? I'd be more mad if I didn't take this setup and it won and I got left out of it because I was scared to lose. I'd be more mad at that than if price were to just run up here and lose. I could care less about this account flip, right? What I care about is showing you guys, okay, look, we have a setup, we're executing. Again, that's all it's about. Execute, and our win rate is going to go strong. We have a good win rate. And again, we've had better trades, granted, where price looks better. It would have looked way nicer, let's say, if Asia highs were previously swept and we were targeting Asia lows. That'd be granted a way better setup. But I'm still not opposed to this because, again, we're looking beautiful on the higher time frames. And again, we can expect price looking like that and now hopefully flipping internally to make that push down to facilitate this overall higher time frame pullback. But we'll see. Price is hesitating. Hopefully we get a good bearish close on that first candle, and then we just melt from there. Again, we have a bigger TP than usual. That's fine. I don't necessarily see us going to break even at any point. At this point, I feel like it's a straight shot down. At this point, it's either TP or stop loss. Unless we start edging our TP, then at that point, we could either just take out or whatever. Love you, bro. You're gay. It's crazy that is the first thing I hear you say. Are you talking to me or cartoony? I've been doing that all day. Doing what all day? I'm sorry, I forgot what I said. But let's see what price does. It's looking strong. I can't complain. And by all means, guys, if you want to move to break even at any point, again, come in here with your own plan, come here with your own system. I don't want you to let my system affect your trading in any way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. But again, I think price with this opening, we should see what I'm expecting us to see. Are you talking to me? What the fuck am I saying wrong, Edgar? Dude, we're gonna have a problem. About putting time out. Yes, granted, we could add smaller stops here and we'd already be close to our 101. But it is what it is. Again, we never know what's going to happen. I didn't like that price left that gap. And it looks like we actually filled that. Is that what happened? We came into it at least. We didn't fill it. We came into it, which isn't necessarily... like, it's better than not filling it. Right? We could see price run bullish here. That's totally fine. But again, this opening gap usually gets filled. And then we see price dip. So this is where I say you could move to break even. Yes, and just hope that price dumps and play it safe. but more likely than not, I do see price come back up and fill the gap that it makes on its opening candle, and then will continue to melt. Yes, there's times where price just fucking runs, but that's not all the time. It's not all the time. Could be here. DAX ended up selling again. Really no entry for me at least, so I'm fine with this, guys. Win or lose, I'm fine. Had a beautiful setup. Price printed beautifully. At this point, if price lost, maybe I didn't see something, I'll go back. I'll back test it, make sure I get anything in data. But granted, this is a beautiful, beautiful trade, and we should win here. And I can go back in my jacuzzi and enjoy the rest of my Monday night. Type shit. You guys ready for Luca's announcement? Y'all ready for it? Who's ready for Luca's announcement? I'm in DAX. You're in DAX. What, sells or buys? One thing is with our TP being so big is we could end up seeing price, and I hope we don't. I hope price just dumps and it's a real quick trade and a real quick stream. But we could see price end up coming back up in these next couple candles and then coming back down, which is just going to kind of stretch out our trade. But, you know, or even though we're cutting our win shorter, we could get out at this 101. But I think we're solid to just kind of wait. Price should continue to drop. DAX is kind of seemingly falling along with it, which isn't really, this is kind of a good thing, I'd say. Run? What do you mean cartoony? What do you mean? Am I risking it if I run to the restroom? I mean, TVs are set. I think 101's good here. Yes, we could end up holding into, again, just to facilitate this entire pullback, and that really could be a possibility. We could move to break even, and I'm just like, guys, I'm gonna end stream, I'm at break even. But the one thing about us being at break even, especially with price having this big of a gap, is price is bound to have a retracement. So in this case, moving to break even will ultimately probably just cut me back on profits. And I don't necessarily want that, you know, like I want to be able to capitalize to my full extent, which I think I'm out. I'm out, guys. I'll take that. I'll take that push. I'm not asking for much more than that. I'm out. GG's. What's up, Nolani? Nolani's lurking like always. Like always. How much you make on the account flip? Like 50 bucks, I think. On my other account, only like 400 or 500. Because again, I kind of cut early. Didn't get the best position just due to spread. But I'm happy with it. Another W. I'm happy with it. Count flips, not bad, guys. Again, we're still looking solid. Last week was a little bit drastic. Again, the biggest part is just holding our runners on the account flip. But in this case, guys, I'm content. Again, I'm content. I do think price is bound to have a pullback to fill these gaps at some point. Price isn't just going to run forever, and I just kind of want to avoid that. Right? In and out. W is hell. Jocko, did you get in? Close partial, let the rest run. Exactly. Jocko's right. You guys could do that. Close partials, let the rest run. Let a small position run. Right? You guys, and maybe that's the approach we'll actually start taking when it comes to account flip. Honestly, Jocko, you kind of just gave me an idea because I usually don't do partials, but maybe that's something we'll do because, again, I like being content in most cases, especially when I understand how the market moves, and we could just be kind of playing it risky. But again, you guys don't understand how much holding partials can add up. Again, if you, even if it's a small position and it's an extra $10, you do that on 10 trades, that's $100. You do that on a 100K account, that's $1,000. You know what I'm saying? What up, next there, lurking per usual? You caught me. Sus cartoony, good job, bro. You're hard rock. Wow. Get the fuck out of here, cartoony. I hate that you're gay. Okay, no, 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 no. I know, I don't, no, no, no. I love that you're gay. I love that you're gay. Sorry, I love that you're gay, cartoony. YouTube moderators, admins. I love that he's gay. Love it, love it. Support it entirely, all the way through. When I said hate, I was talking like in game, like I wasn't talking to like cartoons like that. In game, I was talking. Support of the rainbow community, dude. Definitely. I told Luca, bro needs to have a stream where he has a rainbow flag in the back. He needs to target a different audience, like cartoony and top songs. Bro, finna get canceled, dude. I'm finna get Luca banned. Beautiful stream, guys. I'm gonna go back in my jacuzzi. Honestly, beautiful night. I can't complain. W. And that's why I say be consistent, guys. If you guys are here yesterday, caught a W, or called a W, got a W today. What else can I say? Honestly, like beautiful, beautiful day, week so far. 2 wins so far. And again, I told you guys it was looking like hopping back on a win streak. That's usually what happens. That's why I say stay fucking consistent. Be here every single day, because yes, last week was a little bit rough as far as we had a couple mistakes on my end. Happens. But again, could win this entire week out, and we could have some banger trades later in the week. And that's why you need to be here every single day if you want to catch this shit with me. Because if you're inconsistent, you're not going to have the same results. And again, ask Jocko. Jocko's been fucking killing it, dude. Jocko's just fucking bagging out. Bagging out. So many people bagging out in chat. You can ask chat. But with that being said, short stream, guys, but that's, quick trade. Literally 10 minutes in and out. I'm going to continue to watch price again. I'm also in Forex trades as well. If you guys are in my Discord, again, I have a free Discord. I'll invite you guys all over to that. I have a free Discord where I do post Forex trades, and Forex has been moving a little bit better. So, I have been seeing a little bit more opportunity, meaning I'm taking more trades, because within the last 4 weeks, I didn't take any trades until last week, where I did have some beautiful trades that I was able to catch and capitalize on and make some money on. So today was not a good day for me. I'm sorry, Ahmad. Did you take DAX buys? Would you take it on? Again, I didn't like DAX buys just due to the fact I wanted to see this area be broken. We didn't see that. But again, we saw this over here. It looked nice. Again, we're playing against liquidity in some way, but we're playing with overall higher time frame pullback. And again, structure just looked beautiful. Structure actually still looks beautiful for price to continue to melt, possibly even further than just this equilibrium, and to facilitate this entire pullback, right? We could see that. So if you're holding and you're a holder, you could be up. That being said, you guys are all amazing. Please run up the likes. Again, if you guys enjoy these wins and you guys enjoy these streams, like I said, I'm just here for me. Truly, I'm actually here for you guys. But when it comes to the trading, I trade for me. Unless when I'm doing the account flip, it's more for content and just kind of fuck around. But again, ultimately lessons, give you guys lessons on account flips and how they're kind of shit versus real trading. But again, ultimately we're here teaching you guys lessons. I'm second eyes. I'm just here to guide you, give you second opinion. Come here with your own plan. I know majority of you guys do. Continue to do that. Why? Because again, ultimately, you never know when I'm going to disappear. What if I'm just like, fuck it, I'm going to Turks and Caicos, guys, not streaming for the next 2 months. Like, you guys have to be able to manage on your own. And again, take advice from me. You can come in here, trade with me, follow my plan, and again, base your plan off my plan. But again, get your own data. Trade for yourself. Use me as a second opinion, and let's kill it. Again, if we're in the same trade, we're gonna make money most of the time together, majority of the time. But again, it would break our hearts. Jocko, we can understand at some point it may happen. But again, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think for the next couple years, guys, I do really appreciate every single one of you guys, and I do love streaming. Honestly, I'm just on here being myself every single day and just bringing content to you guys. And if I can continue to do that, even if I'm in a different country, which again, if you guys know, I will be in Hawaii, not necessarily soon, but within the next couple weeks, I'll be in Hawaii. But again, don't get me wrong. I'm going to be in Hawaii and I'm still going to bring you guys streams every single day. We're still going to win in Hawaii. Fuck you talking about? Pay for the trip, streaming, trading. But with that being said, guys, content all the rest of the year coming, streams all the rest of the year. I don't plan on missing, guys. I don't. Even if I'm in the hospital, I'm going to tell bros, bring me the MacBook, the mic, and the camera, and the studio light, and we're running up streams. Even if I got a fucking IV in and a thing over my nose, I'm running it up. They're running it up. You know what I'm saying? He's so grown up now. I'm a different person now. You remember my first stream? Yeah. It's the confidence, guys. I'm just gaining more confidence over time. And the biggest thing is being around Luca, surrounding myself with someone who genuinely has more confidence and is in a way better position than me. And again, it just makes me want to grow, makes me realize, okay, I got to be confident, and again, it's hard to be confident sometimes, and it just depends. But yeah, guys, we're just growing, and we're always going to continue to grow, guys. We have some really, honestly, guys, stick around for Luca's announcements the next couple of days, guys. Got some super fucking exciting, cool things coming for you guys. So excited, honestly, so excited. But stick around for that. Just want to create some hype around that. You guys don't want to miss it. Keep an eye on his socials. How long into your journey did you take you to go full time into trading? Like 3-4 years. It's on and off. Like when I say on and off, like it was on and off at the beginning. But yeah, about 3-4 years. Takes a while. And again, all that time though, it happened for a reason. I had to go through that journey. I had to go through the losing. I had to go through this. I had to go through that. Why? Because ultimately that's what was going to make me the trader I am today. Okay. Fuck yeah, Cypher. Cypher's running up a bag, guys. If you guys don't know Cypher, Cypher's a G, one of the students in the mentorship. Absolutely just a G overall. Killing it, guys. Absolutely running up a bag, especially with Luca. Again, if you guys don't know, Luca's also live. If you're one of my people in my community, Luca's also live on this channel in the morning at 11 a.m. PST. Join him. He's always, I think he's on a win streak already. So with that being said, I'm out of here. You guys are amazing. I'll see you guys. I'm going to go hop in the jacuzzi. Enjoy the rest of my night. And the reason I tell you guys that, sorry, is because I want to tell you guys, wait, you're not Luca? Edgar, fuck yourself. The reason I tell you guys that is because go get off the markets. Again, do what you have to do, obviously. If you're not done trading, trade. If you need to track something, track. But don't sit on the markets. And again, I have a vlog coming out soon. I talk about it a lot in there. Is I'm not on the charts 24/7. You maybe at the beginning of my journey, yes. But at some point where you have a system, you have a plan, you're taking the right steps necessary on your journey, you don't need to be on the charts 24/7. I'm not going to stick on the charts the rest of the night. Maybe I'll take a glance at them. I have limits set. I'm going to go chill in the jacuzzi, drink a little bit, and fucking kick my feet up and just vibe. I'm not just... And the reason I say that is because you guys don't need to be either. You guys don't need to think that I need to be on these charts 24/7 and make shit happen. It's not like that. When you're learning, yes. When you get to a point, no. Less is more. Understand that. Run with that. You guys are amazing. Like it up. Throw a W in the chat. Why? Because we called it W today. Beautiful trade. Love it. You guys are amazing. I'm out of here.